بالله العظيم أن أكون خادما وفيا.
The IDF is preparing for the disintegration of President Bashar Assad's regime in Syria and taking steps that include stepping up situation assessment efforts and making necessary adjustments in scenarios for which the army must prepare on the northern front, including the rise of Islamic Jihad and other terrorist groups and a possible attack in the Golan Heights. In early December, Defense Minister Ehud Barak said that he expected the Assad regime would collapse within weeks. The Muslim Brotherhood movement may bring the fate of Egypt's peace treaty to a referendum. Results from Egypt's recent parliamentary vote, which saw considerable gains for Islamic factions such as the Muslim Brotherhood's Freedom and Justice Party and the radical Salafi movement's Al-Nur Party, have caused some to question the future of Israel's 1979 peace treaty with its neighbor to the north. The deputy chief of the Muslim Brotherhood, Rashad al-Bayoumi, said that Egypt may choose to revise its peace treaty with Israel. Al-Bayoumi emphasized that the Islamic movement would respect all of the international agreements to which Egypt is signatory, adding, however, that each side has the right to review the peace deal and that the Egyptian people have yet to speak their mind. A new political party headed by Yair Lapid, Channel 2's Friday news anchorman, could become the second largest party in the Knesset, should the journalist decide to enter politics. If Lapid chooses to set up a new party, it would receive 15 Knesset seats in Israel's next elections, as opposed to Foreign Minister Avigdor Lieberman's party, Israel Beitenu, which would receive 14 seats. Likud would remain the largest party in the Knesset with 24 seats, and the Labour Party would tie in second place with Lapid's party with 15 seats. Kadima would lose the most seats in the next election, receiving only 10 seats, as opposed to the 28 seats it's received in the last election. Lapid is said to have been considering going into politics since the 2009 general election, but has denied it whenever asked. The Frenchman who killed Israeli woman Lise Touni in a Tel Aviv hit-and-run accident and fled to France in September was arrested by French police for driving 156 kilometers an hour. According to the reports, Claude Isaac Hyatt was freed after paying a fine for speeding. The incident came days after Hyatt and Eric Rubik, who were both in the car which hit Zaytouni, admitted their guilt, but refused to go on trial in Israel for fear that they would suffer from anti-French sentiment. Israeli legal sources said earlier this month that the two could face up to 20 years in prison if tried in Israel. Last week, France's First Lady Carla Bruni sent a letter to Zaytouni's mother, Kate, in which she promised that justice would be served in the case.
So, Happy New Year!
Cities around the world celebrated with fireworks and parties to ring in the new year. People in the Eastern Hemisphere were the first to bring in 2012. Asia, Sydney, and Hong Kong set the standard with glittering extravaganzas. The mood was more somber in Tokyo, but Dubai led the way in the Middle East. And despite financial crises, Europe spared no expense on the pyrotechnics. New York City's usual Times Square party featured Lady Gaga and Justin Bieber. Info Live would like to just take this opportunity to say thank you to our listeners and viewers. We have a lot of exciting and innovative changes on the Info Live website for the coming year, and we hope you will continue to join us. From all of us at Info Live, Happy New Year and Happy Holidays.